South Bend, Indiana. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw it, Sperry. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment, on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. And as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Carr. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He breaks a tackle. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Sperry. Throws it deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. We're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the... return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Williams. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Motion from the wide receiver. Carr on play action. Here's a heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running inside, it's Williams. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Maybe a crease. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Carr. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The run inside. It's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll try the counter. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Here's Carr to throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Go, go.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
He's got it. And he's wrestled to the ground. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes. Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease. Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, babe.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Jet. Ready to go.
Throwing, Carr. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Line 49, hey, move. Ready to go.
The give is to Williams. Makes one man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Play fake, Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Check. 3692. Level check. Ready, go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. First down and more. It's a seam wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up. And sometimes
He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Got it set up on the outside. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Knowles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Uncorks one. Caught near the sideline. It's Sands. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they got it.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Carr. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Carr. He'll pull it down and run across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The fake spike trying to catch the defense napping. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And they're trying to rush up to the line of scrimmage, and look at this. They're trying to fool the defense and hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And then they fake the spike, and then it's just a long-distance spike because it's still incomplete just a few seconds later.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Colorado taking on the number 6 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Cowboys in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being pumped right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Picks up the first down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Mobley. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Motion from the wideout. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Under fire. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Wiles. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Throwing, Carr. Bringing the heat. He gets away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now on the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Carr. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
They're trying to go to the slant. It's a quick hit play, not able to come up with it, incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Play action, Carr. Pocket breaking down. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Look out, he's got room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Berry. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Brings into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Knowles in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. From the gun, looking for a man. Shows him the stiff arm. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lopez. Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle.
So, you know what?
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Scanning the field, it's Hebert. Here's the pressure. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. This would be a huge blow to the upset hopes if they can't get their quarterback up and going again. We'll check on his status. The option look. The pitch. Got a little grass. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Rush is on him. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's tough. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Right back to it. Still on his feet at the 40.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Ready, ready. Blue, 22, blue, go!
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run an offense, when you're going to pitch the ball and you're going to lateral, there's danger to it, right? There's reading things that have to happen when you pitch it. Don't get hit while you're pitching it so it goes all over the place. Great job by the defense being disciplined, understanding, causing the fumble, recovering the fumble, creating a big turnover for this team.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Got it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Powers through. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Off the play fake on first down. Into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. With the game in hand, the offense